Hey guys, welcome back to my channel one more time. My name is Preet and you're watching Info at a Glance, your very own Immigration Ease, where you watch videos and you become boss of your own immigration. And today I'm back with another video. This is an addition in my student visa series, and we will be discussing the mature applicant application process today. So if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, then please consider doing so, and do press the bell icon for all the latest updates on Canada immigration. Now coming to the topic, who's a mature applicant? We are talking about a mature applicant who has completed his academics a few years back, and after that he has been working. Somebody who has an education gap is considered a mature applicant. Now we also need to understand what is a gap, because an academic gap between studies, but if the person has been working throughout that particular time, it's not actually considered as a gap. That is just an academic gap. The actual gap is when the applicant was not working after completing his academic studies, and now after a couple of years, or maybe after let's say 5 or 6 years, he has planned to study abroad. Now that is a concerning gap which needs to be justified. Here we are talking about a gap which is already justified. Why? Because the applicant who is applying has been working after completing the studies. So that can be easily tackled because you have all the relevant documents to prove that you are a legit student and you had been working after completing your academics. And also for the academic gap, this also helps you to even aggregate your or further enhance your academics. Why? Because if you have a bachelor's for 3 years in India, and if you have a working experience of 1 year or more, your 3-year bachelor's is actually considered as a 4-year bachelor's if you want to apply and set the right approach. Now this video will be divided in two parts. Why? Because there are two types of mature applicants. One is a merit mature applicant and one is a single mature applicant. And today we will be discussing the first category, which is the single mature applicant. Now for a mature applicant, the most important thing over here is to bona fide your intentions of study. Now how's that going to happen? It's pretty simple. All you have to do is to make sure that the course which you are choosing, the study which you are choosing, is not just a temporary or a time pass study. For an example, should not be a simple PG diploma or should not be a simple graduate degree course wherein you already have a master's in India. Considering the fact that if you have a master's and if you still plan to study master's abroad, you can do that. Now to set the right expectation over here in front of the immigration that you are a legit student and you have an intentions to study, that is only possible if you choose the right course for you, which is basis your previous studies and experience, and which is also in a renowned or a reputed university, not just a college. The reason behind that is pretty simple. Somebody who's already studying, for an example, a high school pass out or maybe a college pass out, who's directly applying for a master's in any of the country, or even let's take an example of Canada, that person is already a student. He is legit. He doesn't have to bona fide his situation. But over here, somebody who has been working after completing his academic and now plans to study abroad, he actually has to justify that he is going to be a legit student. So applying for a college definitely reduces your possibilities, but yes, applying for a renowned university or a good university with a master's degree course, not just a diploma or not just a graduate degree, helps you add an additional benefit and also improves your possibility of proving yourself as a legit student. The second last, the most important thing over here which you need to consider is your language proficiency. Should not be restricted to just 6 or 6.5 overall. Why? Because if you are a professional and who is planning to study abroad, and if you want to bona fide yourself as a legit student, your academic has to be extremely strong. Now when I say extremely strong, should not be limited to 6 or 6.5 overall, but yes, 7 or more. If you have that, you have additional advantage, adding more credits to your profile when it comes to a review. And last but not the least, when you are choosing the right university for you to pursue your master's in any of the streams in Canada, the very first thing which you need to understand and keep in mind that wherever you are going to study, do not just restrict yourself to one particular province, which primarily students do, is to restrict themselves between British Columbia or Ontario. Why? Because there are other provinces as well within the country which gives you a lot of additional benefits if you complete masters from that particular province. If you watch my PNP series, which is in the description box below, that will give you all the information on what all provinces you can apply for if you are planning to do your masters. And after completing your masters from those particular province, you directly qualify to apply for a PR without even giving a second thought. So that's a very important tip if you are planning to study abroad and if you're planning to study in Canada. And if you are a mature applicant and you think that you have to bona fide your situation, this could be your best possible move in case you are willing to increase your chances in order to apply for a direct PR after completing your studies, because there are PNP programs who encourage you to come to the province, complete the studies, and even they have selected universities for that. And goes without saying, when you're choosing the university, please make sure the university which you are choosing is a public university, not just a private university or a college, and it is renowned in the ranking of the top 500 universities in the world, and Canada has the most of it. So you don't have to worry about it. Till the time you're choosing the right university, which is a public university, you are absolutely good to go. So that was about mature applicant application approach when it comes to apply for a study visa for Canada. And next week I'll be covering the mature application approach for married people, because that's a little complicated, which needs a little more drilling. So if you are a mature applicant, stay tuned for my upcoming video, and do consider subscribing to my channel and press the bell icon for all the latest updates. And if you have any questions for me, and if you want me to address your queries, you can definitely connect with me on my Instagram handle. The barcode is right on your screen. It is info@aglance21, and I'll see you next week with another immigration update. Until then, bye bye.